Okay, so I've already done the cinching and getting her set up for this. Now the reason why I like this game a lot, especially with a young horse or a horse that's got some issues with sound or with movement, is because this will cover, this exercise that I do will cover all sides of her. In front, alongside of her, behind her, above her, below her. And this will help them to be not afraid of different sounds and noises as long as I'm there with them, so that they understand that they're safe. So my first exercise that I do here is to just take the stick, and notice how I'm holding on to the rope. If she decides she wants to move, I'm going to let her move. But this is the first part that I do. I'm going to bring the stick across, almost like a snake, like that, and then I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to relax. Okay, not much reaction out of that. Very good. So now I'm going to go ahead and do it again. And the reason why I'm doing this is I want to take it step by step right now. Now I'm going to bring it up beside her. 1, 2, 3. Now I didn't let the rope come off the ground. Now notice she moved. So she felt that a little bit. So she took 2 steps. I'm going to ask her for those 2 steps back. 1, 2. Well, I'll get 3 out of her, I guess. Nice and easy. 1 step, baby. There you go. Okay. All right, relax. Relax a little bit. I'm trying to get her straightened out here a little bit. Back there a little bit, Speedy. Back. 1 step. 1 step. All right, right there. Okay. So now I'm going to do it again. Come out in front of her. Now this time I'm going to hold her back a little bit from moving forward, and now I'm going to bring it up where the tip of the rope is by her shoulder. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now I'm going to go ahead and let her move. Okay. Very good. My goal here is to get her used to what I'm doing on this side, so that when I get to the other side, I can do the whole rendition without taking the baby steps. So right now I'm taking the baby steps so that she can get accustomed to it. And then when I get on the other side, I'm going to go straight through what my little game is here. Okay? So here we go again. Back this up. Back her up. Okay, here we go. Alright. Now I'm going to come up to her wither. Okay, now you notice that she got comfortable when I had brought it up to her shoulder, but then when I tried something new, like going up to her wither, which is really not new because she knows this, she moved. But I allowed her to move, but then after she was done moving, I went ahead and asked her for those steps back. I'm going to do this up to the shoulder again. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, notice I'm not touching her. That's another separate little thing that we do after I do this, that I will touch her. So now we've gone to 4 steps. We went in front, up by the, well, 3 steps. Went up in front, up by her shoulder, and then up by her wither. I'm going to let her stop and think for a second about what's going on. Okay, give her a little reward of rubbing her. Get her to see if she can relax a little bit. Now, when I was in the barn there earlier, she was a little bit tense. We got some nice cool weather this morning, and I don't know if that has any effect or not. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the 4th step. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was at the 4th step. So here's step 1. Step 2. Step 3 at the shoulder. Step 4 at the wither. Very good. Now you notice, oh, she took 1 step, but that's okay. I'm going to ask for it back. 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 Okay, just a little bit. Right there. Good job. Thank you. Okay, going to do it again. Going to go on to the next step, and I'll show you what that is when I get to it. But repetition, repetition, repetition. Ooh, and that touched her. That was pretty good. Okay, now this is my next step. Okay, I'm going to actually take it further. See how her head came up? Okay, and I'm going to take it to the finale here. And it is making a little bit of a whizzing noise. Okay, so she's starting to remember what we did prior, the last week or so. So now it's starting to come back to her. So as we got into those other steps, she started feeling a lot more comfortable. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a break for a minute, and I'm going to walk her around, let her eat a little bit of grass, and then we're going to come back, and I'm going to do the whole thing over again, but without taking the baby steps, and I'm going to do it on both sides. Okay? Okay. Alright, so here we go. I'm not going to take the baby steps. I'm going to run through the whole thing that I just did, and I'm going to do it on both sides. Okay? So let's see how she handles it. Okay, I'm going to come to the other side, and let's see what she does. Now, because it's already been done on her own side, she should be just as comfortable with it on this side. Okay, very good. Not too bad. She took 2 steps pretty much at the end when I call it the helicopter, going around like that. So actually she did pretty darn good. I'm pretty pleased with that. So that's pretty much the end of what I do with that without touching her. In the next segment I'm going to show you what I do when I do touch her with it. Well, she did really good.